Hi YouTube world, I am back with another video. Today I figured it would be fun to do a battle of indie / contemporary brands. As you can see, I do have a healthy collection of these lesser known brands. I know all of you have been really enjoying watching the videos of me doing unboxing / reviews of these indie brands. And I said before, we don't always have to give our hard-earned money to big luxury. This is all my opinion, so I hope you are entertained, and let's get right into it. This is not my entire collection of contemporary brands. These are all the ones that you've seen me unbox or do quick reviews on my channel recently. And of course, I'll link everything down below if you haven't seen those videos, if you want to see a little bit more detail. If I were to include all of my contemporary / indie brands, this video would be just way too long. So just wanted to do a quick compare and contrast. I will be doing follow-up videos on wear and tear and a more in-depth video on some of these bags that I know you have asked for when it comes to the usability, wear and tear, how long has it been lasting. So it won't be in that much detail, but I figure it'll be fun just to do a ranking of all of the ones that I've had recently and you've seen. How I will be ranking this is based on 5 criteria. Number 1, looks and aesthetics. Number 2, functionality. Number 3, wear and tear. Number 4, wearability. Number 5, how often I reach for it. I will rate out of 5 stars, then tally them up and then put them in order based on their rankings. Who do you think will reign supreme? So in no particular order. Obviously, it will all end up in the ranking order afterwards. This one, you have seen my video of the unboxing, and this is the Advene age bag. I got this one recently in preparation for the summer, as well as it was on sale during their imperfection sale. So I got this for a pretty good deal, and I've been eyeballing this bag, so I wanted to try it out. I'm gonna move all these over so I have a little bit of room to work with. I'll just run through this very quickly, just so you're not gonna listen to me yibber yabber. In terms of looks, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 because it looks really nice, very unique, and it is an adorable bag that you just won't see on the streets, and it's pretty unique in itself. When it comes to functionality, I do like how there are 2 straps that you can use and trade back and forth, but it is not very versatile in terms of, using both at once, or if you want to use the short strap versus the long strap for the day, you have to commit because this one has to go somewhere and it is completely detachable. So I'm gonna give that a rating of 2. When it comes to wear and tear, it does have a little bit of, the leather itself has done pretty well based on the 2 times I've worn it. And so I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. Wearability and styling, it is a yellow color, but if you are looking at using this, if you're not factoring in the color, I would say that this is going to be a 2 out of 5 because it is a very casual bag, and it is going to be not going to go with every single outfit that you have. It has to, if you're going with the top handle, it's going to be one-dimensional, so to speak. And you have to have a very specific look, a flowy dress, or perhaps like if you wear a suit, this one will look incredibly weird regardless of what color you wear. And then if you are in an evening gown, I mean, it's not something you would wear to like a nice dinner, but it's more casual in my opinion. So that's going to be, again, 2 out of 5. How often I reach for it? Like I said, I've only reached for it twice. So that is going to be 2 out of 5. I don't reach for this bag very often, just because I wore it once with a top handle. It was great. And the second time I wore it, it was with a long strap, which again turned out to be a kind of a pain in the ass. So when I do a full review on this, I'll go into more detail on it. So ranking this is going to be a 13 out of a possibility of maximum points at 25. So the second bag I'm going to go over is the Acte Nation Iconic Alley bag. This is one of my most recent purchases when it comes to a indie brand. So just getting right into it. In terms of looks, I'm going to give it a rating of 3 out of 5. This is a very neutral look. It is very, it's nothing earth-shattering, right? The design of it is a rectangular shape. I do like how there's like a geometric kind of design here. It looks pretty unique, but not like, again, earth-shattering where it's like, oh my God, this is going to blow the internet out of the water. Number 2, in terms of functionality, I would say this is 4 out of 5 because I love how there's a top handle. It comes with a very thick strap. Functionality-wise, I love how there's a back pocket. The interior is pretty open design. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. So in terms of functionality, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Wear and tear. This is a very hardy leather. I don't foresee this I've used this a number of times and I've literally thrown it on the ground. The design of it with the 4 little feet at the bottom, the corners have done great. I don't foreseeing it with the leather or piping popping out from wear and tear. It seems like it's going to stand a test of time. So when it comes to wear and tear, this is going to be 4 out of 5. Wearability and styling. This is to me like a going out during the day, going shopping, or it's a perfect work bag. You can definitely take it to dinner, but if it's a fancy dinner, I don't know if this will work. It could. Just really depends on your style. It is a very neutral color, so if you want to take out to dinner, you definitely can, but I'm feeling like it is more leaning towards I'm going to a work event or I'm going to, go out for a brunch. So I would say this is going to be 4 out of 5 as well. In terms of how often I reach for it, 4 out of 5. I've reached for it quite often just because I know it is a very durable bag. It is a casual bag. I can wear it anywhere, and the construction of it is going to be very durable, as well as it is not a flashy bag where it's still pretty unique. And so I do reach for it quite often. 4 out of 5. The third bag I'm going to rank is going to be the Polene #1 in the mini size. In terms of looks, 5 out of 5 because this is such a unique design and I love it. You won't see anything really similar to it, and that's why I feel like Polene, with this iconic bag of theirs, their classic, most iconic one, has took the internet by storm for a reason. So like I said, looks 5 out of 5. Functionality wise, I will say this is going to be 4 out of 5. It is pretty functional. I love how there's a top handle, there's a long strap, and then the interior is going to be a wide open space. They come with a little button so you can stretch it out and fit more stuff in there if you like. The strap is not detachable easily. You have to literally undo everything. So that takes a point off. But I will say it is 4 out of 5. Durability, wear and tear and durability. Yes, this is an excellent grain. It's very similar to the Acte Nation one. It's a grain leather, so it is very hardy. I've thrown this bag around. I put on the floor, on the seat of my car, etc. There has been not a single stretch, and I've used this quite a bit as well. So wear and tear, 5 out of 5. Wearability and styling. I will say this is going to be quite unique, and you can definitely wear this out to a night of dinner. You can dress it up to go to, a farm and, visit. It's just so unique in its style that you can wear it to fancy places, or if you want to go more casual with it. So 5 out of 5. How often do I reach for it? 4 out of 5. The only reason why they get 4 out of 5 is I have so many bags that I wear, but I do reach for this quite often. So that is bag number 3. Hey, if you aren't subscribed just yet, do consider subscribing. I would love to see you back as I aim to provide relevant content for us everyday consumers who just want to shop smarter and of course less than retail. And all of these contemporary bags is definitely something you want to take a look at if you haven't done so already. Back into it. Let's do an APC. Number 1, this is the Grace bag. So looks 4 out of 5. This is very, everybody says this is very similar to the Celine classic box bag. And I love how this is very sleek looking, very modern looking as well at the same time. I will give the looks for this a 4 out of 5. Functionality wise, sad to say, I'm going to have to rate it 2 out of 5 just because the strap is not detachable. I wish the strap can go longer so you can crossbody it instead of just shouldering it. At least give you that option, right? As a 5'8" person, maybe if you are like 5'1", you can crossbody it. But for me, again, these are my opinions. So for me, this one is going to be not very functional. And my biggest gripe with this is that the leather is so durable and so stiff that really the only compartment I can use is in the middle. And for the front, I don't really know what I can put in there other maybe than a foam, but then it just gets really like tight in there. So the functionality of this bag is not as I hoped it would be. I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 5. When it comes to wear and tear, it has worn gorgeously, not a single stretch. And even when I do scratch it, I use my finger to buff it out and it's completely gone. So I use this quite often. I wouldn't say for long periods of time. Usually I'm going out for dinner and then night out of drinks. I don't wear from, top of the morning to at night, but I have worn this quite a bit. So I would say the wear and tear is 4 out of 5. When it comes to wearability, because it's very classic looking, you can pair it with a lot of different styles that you're wearing, whether it's a nice dress, if it's, just jeans and a t-shirt, it goes well with everything. So I'm going to rate this a 3 out of 5. How often do I reach for it? I would say 4 out of 5 because it is a really gorgeous bag and it's not something I have to worry about based on pricing. It's not like a $5,000 bag, so I feel very comfortable wearing this anywhere and everywhere. Let's talk about the Fleuron Mini Swan. I know this is a really up and coming popular brand. Everybody has commented on how gorgeous it looks and how unique it looks. Again, I've got the long strap. In terms of looks, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because it is pretty unique in terms of how it looks like a little swan. But again, it's nothing earth-shattering, so to speak, kind of like the Polene, where it is completely different in terms of design. I mean, this is basically a little mini tote with a top handle, but there is that unique design on the side here. So I would say 4 out of 5. Functionality-wise, 4 out of 5. It is very functional in terms of the top handle. It opens up very easily. The magnets are amazing. The strap is adjustable. So functionality-wise, I would definitely say 4 out of 5. When it comes to wear and tear, I would say 3 out of 5. Not because of the leather. The leather is gorgeous. There's no scuffing. People have asked me about the corners. The corners have done great. Not worried about that. The reason why I gave it a 4 out of 5 is basically this side of it, right? As much as the unique design comes with it, it's not a deal breaker, obviously. It's just nitpicking here. I don't like how when it folds open close like this gets caught on things or it lands differently. So now you can see it flips upwards, right? Which kind of bothers me. So I would have to spend time and reshape it so that it doesn't flip upwards like that. So it's not really a test to the quality of this bag. It's just more of the design of the bag, and they should have thought about this portion of it, right? Or maybe it's just me being, careless and letting it flip upward like this. That was a 3 out of 5. In terms of styling and wearability, I think this is a super cute bag that you can wear, casually or to dinner. So I'm going to say 4 out of 5. How often do I reach for it? 4 out of 5. I reach for it quite often just because it is a very functional bag. It's super easy to use, and I feel very comfortable using it as well. All right, so another APC bag. We're almost done here. There's only 2 bags left. Based on the looks here, this is the APC Grace Bag. The looks itself, I want to say this is going to be 3 out of 5. Nothing really super special about this. It's a typical shoulder bag that opens up with a flap. But then you might like the simplicity of it. It gets a 3 out of 5 because I love this jute material. It's very summer feeling. I'm like a Italian, I'm traveling in Italy vacation, right? It fits right in. So I feel like the material here is very unique. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 for looks. When it comes to functionality, love the bag itself. It doesn't have a top handle, but I love how the strap is going to be a shoulder, or if you want a long shoulder, you can stretch it out, and then it's actually long enough for me to crossbody. It's not a super comfortable crossbody, but it is available to me if I really needed it. And then it is a very structured bag. So unlike the Grace bag, it is a massive compartment. So you can literally fit anything and everything in there that you want. So 4 out of 5 in terms of functionality. Wear and tear, this obviously has done gorgeously. I've used this a number of times. So I would say 4 out of 5. Wearability, 2 out of 5, just because, like I said, it is a perfect bag if you're going for a European summer, if you're going for a beachy vacation, it's perfect for it. It's not something you can wear during the winter, I feel like. Again, my personal opinion. So this one gets a 2 out of 5 for styling / wearability. The last one is, how often do I reach for it? 3 out of 5, just because it is summertime. I do reach for a number quite often, but again, it's more of a summer bag, not so much a fall winter bag in my opinion. All right, I got bags everywhere here. Let me clean up a little. And last but not least is my Polene bucket bag. Looks itself, 5 out of 5, just like almost every Polene bag out there. I've gotten so many compliments on this, how unique it is. I mean, you think this is a total straight up bucket bag, but no, this is such a unique bucket bag that you just won't see anywhere. Functionality, I would say this is a 3 out of 5. It is a non-detachable strap, and then you've got the top handle. It wears a little bit odd when it's on your body, sort of. It does have that curvature, so if you want to wear it, you know, crossbody, it's a little odd. So I would prefer to wear shoulder, even though I can crossbody if I want to. Functionality wise, I will say 3 out of 5. It is just the open compartment, and then you kind of have to go stirring in there a little bit. In terms of wear and tear, waterproof, I talked about this before. I love the price point. I don't have to worry about too much. There's a little bit of scuffing here, but again, something I can probably rub off, or maybe using leather conditioner. Wear and tear has been fine. I feel like if I use it even more and abuse it a little bit more, you might see the wear and tear on this one. I will say that the Polene number mini, the leather on this is much more durable than the bucket bag. This one's more of a grain leather, whereas this one's more structured. So that gets a 4 out of 5. I think I've had this one the longest out of all of these bags, so this one has gone through a lot. So 4 out of 5. Wearability and styling. This one is more to me like a sculptural piece. It's kind of borderline. Can you take this to a nice dinner and wear a fancy dress? I don't know, maybe. Definitely casual for sure. So I would say 3 out of 5, just because I'm borderline, can I wear this to dinner and not make it look super casual, right? How often do I reach for it? I would say 5 out of 5 in the beginning, but now I've had so many more additions to it. In fairness, I don't reach for it as much anymore, but that's on a personal level, not because I don't like this bag anymore. It's just that I'm trying to go through all of these bags and making sure they get a turn, right? So unfortunately, I'm going to say 2 out of 5. So if I did my math right and tallied it up, let's go ahead and line this up. So the clear-cut winner is going to be the Polene number 1 in the mini size, coming up at 23 out of 25 points available. Beauty and function, wearability, all of it, you name it, it's all there, pretty much. Nothing's perfect, so I can't give a perfect 25. Number 2 is going to be the mini swan, the Fleuron mini swan, coming up at 19 points out of 25 points. These 3 all tied for 19 points. The Apc Grace Advene bag, and then the iconic Alley from Acte Nation, which all came out to be 19, but it's like a different kind of 19, right? Functionality versus, wearability, and then wearability versus functionality versus the looks of it, right? So they have come out all to be at 19 out of 25, but for various reasons, right? The bucket bag from Polene came out to be 17 out of 25. We just talked about it, so I think you understand why I have it here at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. This one came dead last. Unfortunately, the Advene age bag has come dead last at 13 points out of 25. I'll go into why, how I feel about this bag in a much more detail when I do a review. And of course, like I said, this is all my opinion, right? So I hope this was fun. A lot of me rambling here, talking the numbers and the ratings and a quick snippet of why I gave those rankings. Comment down below, which one did you think was number 1? Full unboxings will be down below. Reviews of 1-year review, 6 months reviews on most of these bags will be coming. I love to chat to you again. So comment down below what your thoughts are. Should my rankings be the way it came out to be? I'd love to chat with you again. So I hope to see you back on my channel. Check out the Fleuron unboxing here and the Advene age bag review here. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and less in retail. I'll see you next time.